See, that's my problem now. I guess I just don't see myself as a lead.
This is Anthony Ippolito, and in only a couple of years, this man's already been a young Adam Sandler, Al Pacino, and now he's about to play Rocky and Sylvester Stallone at the same time in a movie about how they made Rocky. So yeah, this guy's playing a dude who's playing a dude who made a movie about a dude.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What?
But how? How did Sylvester Stallone go from a failing, struggling, broke actor to not only making one of the best sports movies of all time, but making a character that's probably gonna outlive him to the point where they're gonna make a movie about how they made it? But most of all, how the heck did... But wait, before we get into this video, I gotta thank my sponsor, Nobody. I don't have a freaking sponsor. This is a brand new channel. So now guess what I'm gonna do? Now I'm giving something away. So if you want it, don't watch this video all the way to the end, and definitely don't look at the link in the description. It's the 70s and Stallone is a broke, unknown actor just trying to get by in New York. At this time, he had multiple jobs like zoo cleaner, theater usher, deli worker, but he was just doing that on the side so he can chase his real dream of being a major writer and actor in Hollywood. He got the chance to star in a movie called The Lords of Flatbush.
You were in another picture. Weren't you in The Lords of Flatbush?
The Lords of Flatbush.
Henry Winkler was also in that picture.
And even though he had a little bit of success with it, he was still flat broke and unknown. So after he made this movie, he said, you know what? I think it's time to go out in California and try to make it there.
And I had about $103 in the bank, and my wife is pregnant, and my dog was eating furniture, and it was desperate times.
So him, his babe, and his dog packed up and drove to California, where he struggled so bad that he had to actually sell his dog just to eat and get by.
And I moved in the valley, and things weren't going very, very well there. As a matter of fact, I had to try to sell my dog.
And then one night, he decided to go out to a bar and watch a Muhammad Ali fight. And this was the best freaking decision this guy ever made in his life.
And what I saw was pretty extraordinary. I saw a man they called the Bayonne Bleeder, who didn't have a chance at all against, the greatest fighting machine, supposedly, that ever lived.
Slips a punch to his left. Oh! A vicious shot to the rib of Muhammad Ali.
For one brief moment, this supposed stumblebum turned out to be magnificent in the fact that he lasted and knocked the champion down. I said, boy, if this isn't a metaphor for life.
He immediately ran home and started writing this script and got it done in only 3 days.
How long did it take you to write Rocky? I mean, literally sit down and start writing it.
I wrote it quickly. I write quickly, 3.5 days.
3.5 days.
Later, he tried to audition for another movie, but he freaking bombed it. However, on the way out, he told the producers that he wrote a script.
And on the way out, I said, oh, I don't know if it matters, but I do a little bit of writing. He goes, really? I said, yeah, I'm writing this story. I have this thing about wrestlers, and I might do something about boxing. Well, he says, well, bring it around.
They told him to bring in the script, they read it, and they freaking loved it. But there was one major problem.
Didn't they want somebody else? They'd say, well, we'll take the property.
Right.
But we want, as they usually say, a bankable name.
The one thing they were not enthusiastic about was me playing the part, and I really can't blame them at the time.
And it wasn't just enough to get it done. You were not going to sell it to anybody unless you got to star in it.
Yeah.
So they offered, first was $100,000 for the script and $150 to take a walk.
You had no money and people were offering you hundreds of thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah.
And you were turning it down.
Things were not looking very, very good. My $40 car had just blown up, so I was taking a bus to work.
It went up to about $360,000, which is crazy.
Yep, they didn't want Rocky himself, Sylvester Stallone, to be in this movie. So they offered him $360,000 to buy the script. And let me remind you, they offered this to a Sylvester Stallone that was so broke he had to sell his dog.
I couldn't afford dog food.
You really sold your dog?
Well, absolutely. $50 at a 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, did I mention the guy also had a pregnant wife at home? So with only $106 in this guy's bank account, a wife begging him to go out there and find a real paying job so they can live and eat, to now writing a script in only 3 days that to the studios was worth $360,000. Guess what happened?
Now, when they said we'll give you $265,000 for that script, Stallone, what did you say?
He said no.
And I really wasn't used to money. And I thought, all right, you've really managed poverty very well. You've got this down to a science. You really don't need much to live on.
No, I felt as though the money meant nothing. When you haven't dealt in money that much, it really had no bearing.
And after arguing back and forth with the studios who originally wanted Robert Redford, Burt Reynolds, Nick Nolte, or James Caan to play the role, he literally told the studios that if he didn't get to play this role, he would end his own life.
I know in my mind, if I sell it now and it becomes good,
You'll kill yourself.
I will kill myself. I know in the back of my mind, if I sell this script and it does very, very well, I'm going to jump off a building.
And after arguing back and forth, the studios finally gave up and made him an offer. They made a deal with Stallone for $960,000 for him to finalize the script, shoot the movie, and act in it in only 30 days.
We'll give you $1 million if you go over. That's too bad. And the producers put up the mortgage, their homes, their cars, the locks, the bagels, everything was out. You know, they just put it all on the line.
And if you can do the thing in under 30 days, okay. If not, it's over.
And they put a lot of clauses in the contract, like if I fell in love with my leading man, or if I curse a nun, or if I don't brush my teeth, or whatever, I could be removed from the script after production after 5 to 10 days. But all that aside, I really think they just wanted to get rid of me. And they said, well, let's put him in a movie. That'll get rid of him for 2 months.
Not only did he say yes to this deal, but the first thing he did when he got his money is go and buy his dog back.
I had to buy him back afterwards.
So he paid me like $60 for the dog. He goes, I'll give you the dog back for $3,000. I said, I don't have $3,000. He goes, all right, I want to be in the movie. So I put him in the movie.
What a flip that guy did on that dog. Might be the best buy and sell flip of all time. Before even Craigslist or Facebook existed, this man just freaking finessed Rocky out of so much money. But to Stallone, it was worth every dollar. He even put the dog in Rocky 1 and 2.
But well worth it, yeah, and then I put him in the movie. He's my friend, he's my buddy. I spent more time with that dog than any friend I ever had.
And somehow this man pulled off a miracle.
Did you shoot the whole thing in
28 days.
28 days, the whole first Rocky.
The whole thing.
John Avildsen brought in what I think is going to go down as truly an extraordinary piece of work, since it took 28 days.
Not only did he pull off this insane task of getting a movie made in such a short period of time, but this man made an absolute masterpiece. The acting, the cinematography, the freaking soundtrack for this movie is unbelievable. And it was all inspired from one Hall & Oates song.
Then there was a song called Grounds for Separation, written by Hall & Oates. And it was dun 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 dun. I went, ooh.
And not only was the movie a huge success, but it instantly changed this man's life overnight. Going to the Oscars, being on stage with Muhammad Ali.
And I'm going to try my best to, but
I saw it. I watched the movie. You stole my script. All that was me. I'm the Apollo. You can put me on for years.
He even got the role of Rambo because of this movie, which he originally hated and tried buying the rights to the film so he can burn it so no one could see it.
Right.
This film, when we did it, it was so bad, at least I thought. We tried to buy it back and burn the negative.
Which film?
Really?
First Blood.
You thought it was a bad movie?
Originally, it was 3 hours long.
So how did you fix the movie? What did you do?
I
You
said,
edited it?
here's a good idea. Cut out all my dialogue. Howard, it went from 3 hours to 90 minutes.
And Rocky would go on to be a legendary franchise that made over $1.9 billion in the box office, with 6 movies and 3 spin-offs. He was even in 2 of those spin-offs, but originally he wanted nothing to do with those spin-offs. He didn't even want them to be made.
I didn't want to do it because the way he had written it, Rocky dies. I have a big thing about characters like that dying. I'd much rather them get on a train going somewhere you never see him again, but to die, it will just bum the audience out completely.
But thank God Stallone and Coogler worked it out, because these Creed movies are unbelievable. And in my opinion, I also think they're all kind of underrated. And now, over 50 years later, this man just got a role that's probably about to change his entire life. Anthony Ippolito's biggest role yet was his portrayal of Al Pacino in The Offer, which is another biopic about how they made The Godfather, which I haven't seen, but after watching these clips on YouTube, soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
How about Sonny? No, that's a role I'd be interested in taking a real big swing at.
We really want you for Michael.
Who's we?
It's myself and Francis Ford Coppola.
Coppola knows who I am. No. Best way to do it.
And look, man, not only is this guy a talented actor, but my God, he really does look like Stallone, man. I can't lie. It's not all perfect, though. I mean, Stallone doesn't own any rights to this character that he made at all. And he has no involvement with this new movie, I Play Rocky. But after just reading a few articles about this man's story, I can't freaking wait to see the way he plays Rocky in this movie. And no matter how old Stallone gets or how many other movies he does, he will never just be Sylvester Stallone. He is Rocky. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're still looking at my ugly face and these humongous eyebrows, I got a freaking gift for you. You see this guy? He won a freaking PS5, a Spider-Man edition PS5. I had to freaking buy it and send it to this guy's house. I never did anything like this before, but he freaking won. He entered a giveaway and he won.
PS5's right here. I got the PS5. Came with everything.
So congratulations to Skylar. God bless your new console in Jesus' name, brother. I hope you enjoy it. So if you guys want to get in on some of this action, all you got to do is go to the link in my pinned comment or the description of this video where you can hit these buttons, and every button you press is an entry into the giveaway. You can enter as many times as you want, so do me a favor, don't subscribe. And I keep freaking telling you guys not to subscribe to me, but you guys went and did it 6,000 times. Are you guys freaking nuts? You people are heartless. Stop subscribing, please, because you're providing for my family and it's blessing my life and you're making my dreams come true. So please stop doing it. Jesus loves you guys. Take care. God bless.